Hi Year 3, welcome to video 2. Oh, we've made it. We've made it to the end of the blue umbrella. I bet you were relieved that I finally let you see the rest of that clip. Okay, so we're going to finish it off today. I'm looking for a precise verb, a synonym, an adverb, just to refresh your memories as to what a synonym is. Remember, it's a different word. If I said give me a different word with a similar meaning, so if I said give me a synonym for happy, you might say elated, joyful, cheerful. Okay, all the words mean similar, but they're even better than happy. Okay, so let's start off. We ended yesterday's paragraph. We were very negative. It was really powerful. He felt desolate or alone. Today, as you saw on the grid, we picked up a bit. We're talking a bit much more positively. Okay, so that moment when you see he's in the gutter and you see those blue wellies appear and his rescuer is there to kind of save him and pick him up and dust him off. So we want some words for, you know, when you're relieved. Have you ever been in the supermarket and you've lost your grown-ups and you're like panicking and you're walking up and down the aisle, you thought your grown-up was behind you, but they're not now, and you have no idea where they are, and then finally you clock eyes on them and your heart just leaps with joy, relief even. Okay, so I want to kind of get that expressed in our paragraph, how Blue's feeling. He sees his rescuer, and what does his heart do? His heart leaps, maybe. Do you have a different word for leaps? Heart leaps, or perhaps his heart skipped a beat. He was just like, oh thank goodness. Skipped a beat, maybe. Or even just skipped. Perhaps it flipped, perhaps it somersaulted. Perhaps it pranced or danced in his chest. He was just like, oh, thank goodness. Yeah, we're trying to get that feeling. Now, who is it that has come to pick him up and dust him off? His saviour, maybe? What other words could we use to describe that? His person. Saviour. Should have written in a different coloured pen, sorry guys. His friend, his heroine. Heroine's another word for hero, or saviour, friend, pal, buddy maybe. There we go, some lovely positive adjectives. Not adjectives, some lovely positive words I meant to say. Okay, right, let's move on to this side. Do pause the video if you need a minute just to get a couple of ideas in each. Right, so we're thinking about his heart. His heart did what? His heart... Should we say... No, I'm going to start that again. Blue's, his heart belongs to him, so we need an apostrophe. Blue's heart leapt as he saw. So I've got my leapt in there. You might have chosen skipped. Blue's heart skipped a beat as he saw his. Then choose your word for his person. As he saw his, I'm going to choose rescuer. As he saw his rescuer. Okay, full stop. Blue's heart leapt as he saw his rescuer. Okay, you might give me more detail. If you're deepening the moment, you might say Blue's heart somersaulted with joy as he saw the familiar blue Wellingtons of his old pal, maybe. I don't know, give me more detail. What did he see? What did he feel? Give me that emotion in there. Right, moving on to the second part. That was quite a simple and quick start, wasn't it? Right, changing colour this time, Miss Palmer. Okay, and then we see in the video that moment where Red kind of appears and is there over the top of him. So we want another word for she's there kind of protecting him. So give me a synonym for protective. Or just some other positive words to describe her being there, her protective kind of gaze. She was looking at him, wasn't she? Her protective gaze, her kind gaze maybe, her sympathetic gaze, you know, she knows how he's feeling maybe, sympathetic. Loving, gentle. Comforting maybe, she's there and she's kind of saying without her words, she's saying it's okay. Protective, gentle, kind, sympathetic, loving. Okay. So let's think about what we want to write here. We want some feelings now. So in the last paragraph we left when he was feeling desolate. We had that last simple sentence, he was feeling I want a different feeling this time to describe how he's feeling in this moment. So he's been found by his rescuer, his Red has appeared, her gentle loving gaze is there, she's looking at him, they've kind of been reunited. He is feeling how? Relieved is the word that pops into my mind. What are you thinking? Relieved? Peaceful maybe? What else might he be feeling? Relieved, peaceful, calm, at ease. If you're at ease, it means you're at calm, you're not worried about anything. Suddenly at ease. Yeah, I'm sure you've got lots of other ideas, but do get a couple down in each of those boxes and we'll move over to here. So, in the video, Red kind of came over the top of Blue in kind of like a protective like barrier or canopy almost. So I want to kind of get that idea in there. Blue's heart leapt as he saw his rescuer. Under the protective gaze of Red. Here come your synonyms here of Red's gentle and kind canopy or sympathetic canopy, or you might change it under the kind gaze of Red's protective canopy. Okay, I don't mind which way around you put these words, you need two of them though. Under the protective gaze of Red's apostrophe, it's hers, a caring canopy, comma. Should we put Blue felt or he felt? Let's see. Blue's heart leapt as he saw his rescuer. Under the protective gaze of Red's caring canopy, he felt, or Blue felt, I don't mind, it's up to you, he or Blue, he felt, and here comes your feeling, he felt relieved, okay, or whichever word you want to choose, whichever feeling you think he's feeling. Okay, so under the protective gaze, you might have written under the sympathetic gaze, I think I like that better, the sympathetic gaze of Red's protective canopy. Don't mind if you swap those words around, it still sounds lovely. He felt relieved, he felt at ease or calm or suddenly peaceful. Okay, there we are, there we have it, there's our second part. Now, last but not least, we're looking for an adverb. So, this is the last part of our story. So similarly to that instruction text we wrote, we need an adverb for similar to finally. Okay, finally. You might say at last. You might say in the end. In the end. You might say at the end of the day or eventually. Okay. And then I would like some positive adjectives. Think about where they ended up, that sweet little cafe. Okay, some positive adjectives to describe the cafe. So perhaps you're thinking it might have been cozy, cozy cafe. Cozy, perhaps you're thinking snug or comfortable. Homely, relaxing maybe. What else could we say about it? Perhaps welcoming or... Yeah, I think we've got enough there. Welcoming. Okay, right, moving across here to our last part. So here comes our adverb. Choose your favourite one. Do pause if you need to, and you need to write your ideas down. I'm going to go with finally. You might go with at last, in the end, eventually. Finally, capital letter. What always goes after an adverb? Which piece of punctuation? Comma, well done. Finally. And then what are they doing? Finally, sitting in the peace of a warm, cosy cafe, or sitting in the heaven of a warm, cosy cafe. Sitting in the heaven of a warm... Here come your two adjectives, warm and cosy, or homely and welcoming. It's up to you. Sitting in the heaven of a warm and cosy cafe, comma, Blue's cheek gently brushed against Red's, because they were all close and cute in that final scene, weren't they? Blue's cheek gently brushed against Red's. Full stop. And there is the end of our story. Let's just reread that final paragraph just to check it's all. Blue's heart leapt as he saw his rescuer. Under the protective gaze of Red's caring canopy, he felt relieved. Finally, sitting in the heaven of a warm and cosy cafe, Blue's cheek gently brushed against Red's. Lovely. It's nice to have a positive ending to our story, and it's really nice to write with those positive adjectives and things in there today. Right, good luck with your final paragraph, and I will look forward to reading them later on.